All right, welcome to the Q&N podcast. My name is Nikwa.
My name is Q.
And we have a special guest with us today.
Hi guys, my name is Karina.
We have Karina with us. This is your first podcast?
It's my first podcast.
Are you
excited.
nervous?
I'm not nervous. I'm excited. I don't know how this works. So, I mean, it's simple, right?
Yeah, we literally just chit chat. We just sit back and relax.
All right.
It's just conversation. So,
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. All right, so we seen on your social media you have a little business going on with the headscarves. Can you tell us about that?
I was hoping you guys were gonna ask me about that. So a while ago, I'll just take you back from like how it started. I used to work at Aldo, like the shoe store. I don't know if you guys know.
Yeah.
And we had like accessories and stuff like that. And the mannequins were always wearing like headscarves. And I'm like, let me try it on because we would just like decorate them. So as soon as I tried them on, people were like, where'd you get that from? This and that. Like, let me buy one. I would sell them like crazy. And I'm like, okay, this is the third day I've sold like over 15 scarves by just wearing it. Like, let me make my own. And so I started like brainstorming, and my homegirl, she had her own clothing brand. And like, I've always wanted to, like, I've always respected people who had like a side hustle type thing. And I'm like, I want to do something on the side, like just to like have my own, you know? So I was just like, okay, let me make my own. And then I was going to just buy them in bulk, like with the, you know, generic, like slightly, what's the paisley designs and stuff like that. And then my friend at the time was like, you should make your own design, like make it exclusive, they can only get it from you. So I was like, okay. So now I had to find a graphic designer and brainstorm designs. And so finally I started coming closer to dropping them, and I'm like getting cold feet because like I don't really wear scarves. I don't, and I never did. And I'm like, damn, I'm really about to drop something, one, I don't wear and I don't know how. It's just being completely honest. And I was just like, you've gotten this far, you ordered them, they're in your face. Like half my life savings is in boxes in front of me. And I'm like, bitch, you better just sell them. Like you better just go and look up tutorials and learn it and this and that. So I just did it. And to be honest, like the first time I dropped it, I was like depressed. I was like, what the fuck did I just do? Sorry, I'm cursing.
It's okay.
I'm like, oh my God, like no one's buying this and that. And I'm like, okay, Karina, chill. It's the first day. Like I'm the type of person that needs results.
Yeah, like instantly.
Yeah. So then, I don't know, this past week I did a 50% off sale, and I got mad love from a lot of people. So thank you everybody who, you know, supported me. I was not expecting that turnaround, and I'm really happy with what happened. So yeah, that's my story with my scarves.
Ooh, so you do come up with the designs on your own and things like that?
Yeah,
wow.
Each design, if you kind of pay attention, there's three lines. It's a Sophia, Vanessa, and Nini. So those are the names of my sisters. So each scarf falls under a category. So Vanessa is a type of butterfly, which is also my sister's name. So my butterfly scarves are the Vanessa scarves.
Gotcha.
She's my late. She passed away, so that's like a really deep scarf. Means a lot to me. Then I have my Sophia scarves. My little sister, who's 7, she's so bright, she's so smart, and you know I have a lot of faith in her, like making a difference. So my women empowerment scarves and my empowerment scarves in general are under her. Yeah. And my Nini scarf is like the weed one, and I'm gonna make like animal prints because she's like my wild sister. She's 25.
That's so interesting. Yeah. That's a very creative like thought process.
Thank you.
I would have never thought to even think of them like that, like after siblings and just the deeper meaning to everything. Yeah. So that's really interesting. I think you're gonna do good with those though.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So how long have you been doing that?
I just launched October 1st.
So very recently.
Yeah, like 2-3 weeks ago.
Wow. Yeah. And it's been okay for you so far?
It's been going good. Yeah.
I think it'll get better.
I'm happy.
We have faith in everybody. It will. We got to speak into existence. Yeah. Positive thought.
It will go good.
Yeah, it will.
What do you think you want to take it?
See, when I first started, I was just like I said, for like a side hustle thing, I just wanted to see if I could do it and do it, you know? Like when I put my mind to things, I get really into it. I'm going to start going to little vendor things here and there and push it and stuff like that. People asked me to go to Art Basel and sell them and this and that. So, I mean, I'm not quite sure if I want to keep, once I run out of them, if I want to keep doing it or if I want to create something else and push that now that I have a customer like base. Yeah. I feel like I can push myself more. Right. So I'm not quite sure where I want to go yet, but I am this is more so like a for fun, short term type thing.
To see where it lands.
Yeah,
you first.
to see where it goes, just for fun, to have a brand and my name and stuff. But I am in school right now for my master's in social work, so that's my long term.
I just met a girl who just completed her bachelor's in social work recently. And she was on like an internship type thing. So I met her, and she said she just finished at FAU. Did you go to FAU?
That's
right?
where I'm going. Yeah.
So that's where she just finished off.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Did you just finish your bachelor's with that?
Just finished in August. Sorry, and then I started my master's in August. I just went right into it.
Jump right into it.
Oh yeah, I don't waste any time. I have not taken school off since 12th grade. Since graduation, I've never taken school off, not one semester. So.
Well, congrats on getting your bachelor's.
Yeah, congratulations to that.
Thank you.
How has your college experience been at FAU?
Pretty relaxed. I'm from Boca. I went to Boca Middle, Boca High, and FAU is in Boca.
So you're a true Florida girl.
So I'm there. Yeah. So it was a smooth transition. Like, I live at home. I love my family. I stay with my family. I wish I had more of a traditional college experience, though, because, like, one, I stayed at home, so I didn't really get the on-campus feel. Two, I did visit, like, my friends' colleges in Illinois and stuff like that, and I've been to, like, Kentucky, University of Kentucky to see, and, like, it's just, like, the town is, like, more college, like, you know,
it's
like,
a different feel.
Yeah, and I'm like, that's not FAU. It's not. It's not. So I wish I had more of a traditional, like, college.
Okay.
But did you enjoy it though? Like, you had some good times?
I did enjoy it. I was on the cheerleading team, so I was involved for the most part, and so cheering at the games and making friends and stuff was really fun.
So so you can say you truly enjoyed cheerleading? Like, that was a good experience for you as well?
Cheerleading?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love cheerleading. I've been cheerleading. Well, I stopped last year. I've been cheering since I was like 10 or 12. I did like travel cheer, and then I did high school, and then I did college. So it was rewarding to finally make it to the collegiate level, because that's the highest level you can make. So it was rewarding. I feel accomplished that I was able to do that. So
you made a lot of friends from that, you said?
Yeah, I made a lot of lifelong friends from that. It was I've seen, you know, true colors show through it, but it's a learning experience, and I'm very happy with everything I did, and yeah, it was an experience.
Was it hard to balance cheerleading life with school?
Everyone always asks me how I do this, but when I was 15, I started working. I bounced between having one job and two jobs just to support myself, and going to school and cheer. So I've always been able to do school cheer work. It wasn't hard, because I think, you know how, like, it's hard in the beginning, but you get numb to it. I feel like it's just like, now I don't work. Now I just take 3 classes, which I'm not full time. So I have all this free time in my hands, and I'm like, Lord, what can I do? Like, I cannot sit still, and I don't have like ADHD or anything, but I just need to be doing something. Like,
stay productive.
So having school cheer work was just, no, I go to class, I go to workouts, I go to work, I go to class, work at work. Okay, and then weekends or whatever, I'll find time, and I somehow manage social life as well. So it's just, I enjoy it. I like it. I like being busy. So
with you going into your master's, do you feel like you're gonna cheer some more, or you think you're done?
Done.
Did you cheer all 4 years at FAU with your? Or
I cheered freshman, sophomore. Did I cheer junior? I think junior. I think I cheered 3 years. Yeah. I think I did 3. It was a blur. It was so fast. But I did graduate earlier than my class, so I can't pinpoint.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah,
congrats to that, too.
Thank you. Yeah, I think 2 or 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did it a good little while.
Yeah, I did a good little while.
So you were nice and comfortable with it.
Yeah, I was good. I was happy. But you got to move on, because cheer is great, and I wish it got more recognition for, you know, all the hard work that we do put in. We lift, like, we do the workouts just like any other sports. We do, I mean, if you ask me, I'm lifting people. Like, I'm not lifting just weights. You know, there's a life in my hands, and, like, people don't give people don't give cheerleading a lot of recognition, and that hurts. But at the same time, it hurts more because it can't really get you anywhere. And that's just me being honest. Like, you can get a scholarship to go play D1 volleyball, or like, speaking as a women's sports, like basketball, you know, tennis, golf, whatever.
Yeah, I've
but
never heard of a
when it comes
scholarship
to
for
cheer,
cheer.
I'm paying.
Yeah.
I have to pay. And it's just like, I'm here at every game, you know, every promo, every this and that. We're shaking our palms at everything. And I'm like, damn, I'm paying for this. I mean, I got promoted at my job. So I was just like, am I going to spend 12, 15 hours in cheer or make that money, you know?
Right, yeah,
So
yeah.
I had to leave. It just wasn't.
It didn't feel like you could say, like, it didn't feel like you were growing in that area like you were with the rest of the areas you were in.
Yeah.
As far as work and in class.
Correct.
Like, you knew, like, okay, I'm passing my classes. I'm going to the next semester. I'm almost done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting my promotion at work.
Yeah.
But here I'm kind of in the same spot.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, understandable.
Mm-hmm.
We seen on your Instagram that you took a trip to California.
Yeah.
How was that?
How was that?
That was my first time going. I was so happy. Like, I'm from Florida, so everyone's like, you need to go to Cali. I'm like, yeah, I do. That's the opposite side of the U.S., right? So I was just like, all right, let's go. My homeboy, he lives in Cali, and so he's like, you need to come. So he surprised me for my birthday with the trip, and I was just like,
That's dope.
That's really, really dope.
yeah, I'm thankful for that.
We've
so.
talked about going to Cali before.
You never been?
No, we've never been.
Oh my God, seeing a mountain on the beach is just crazy to me. I was staring at it for like, I think 2 hours. I was like, oh my God, that was so fun. Yeah, I had a good time. I think I'm going back in a few weeks.
Okay.
Ooh, how long were you up there for? Did you stay up there for a while?
Oh my God, that's actually a story. I was supposed to be there for 4 days. Nobody knows this, but now they're gonna know because this is my dumb ass. So I don't have class Friday or Mondays, so my weekends are pretty like free. So I was supposed to leave Friday morning, come back Monday. My flight, I guess I accidentally booked it for Thursday and didn't know. Oh. So I missed my flight. So I ended up going Friday, and then it turns out my flight was Sunday night, but landed Monday morning. So I'm thinking I have all of Monday. No. So what's Friday to Sunday? 3 days?
3 days, yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like almost 5. But I was like, okay.
So did you get to end up staying at like the time period you wanted to?
Not fully. I thought it was going to be like a whole nother day, but I was short. And yeah.
Man.
So.
What would you say, you still had a good time?
I still had a good time. Yeah, I still had a good time. It was fun. I went exploring. So I had fun.
I think that's the thing with vacations. Like, they can be tricky.
Oh, yeah. You got to pay attention.
Yeah. There's never as simple as they seem. It's always like bound kind of for something to happen. You kind of got to like mentally be prepared.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel like just an experience with traveling, 5 days minimum is what you need.
Yeah.
Like, because the first day you're settling in, the second day you're getting used to it. By the third day, then you can relax. Then you have your fourth day. I think
really
5 day
fun.
minimum is just.
I think and then I think you still need, when you do come back home, you still need at least an extra day.
Yeah, that one to take it all in. Yeah.
Definitely. We had to learn that the hard way.
Where'd you guys go?
Well, just when we went to Orlando for like, did we go for 3 days?
Yeah.
Recently?
Yeah. Earlier this year in May for my birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, we went for like a few days. And we were supposed to only go for 3 days. We stayed the 3 days, but we didn't get to enjoy the full 3 days because we were in a rental and then someone hit us in the rental.
Oh, come on.
So, yeah. And then we went to SeaWorld. It rained.
Oh,
so we had to leave Florida. Yeah.
Messing stuff up.
Yes, literally. So we had to leave SeaWorld because of the rain. We had to get rainy day passes for us to come back another day. So we were thinking, well, maybe we'll come back tomorrow. But then as we were leaving SeaWorld, someone hit us in the rental. So we were stuck on the side of the road for like, was it 6 hours?
Right on the dot.
6. It was 6 hours exactly. Yeah. Like, we literally got hit at 3:49. By the time the police came, it had been exactly 2 hours. So it was exactly 5:49. Like, cause we were looking at the time, cause we were like, what's taking everything
on the side of the road?
Literally, and we were somewhere where like nobody can come get us, or nothing like that. So, and then by the time the police came, they took forever forever. Like, we had to keep calling and being like, hey, we reported for the police to get here a while ago. Like, what's going on? And it just took forever.
Dang.
By the time we got back home to the hotel, we were so tired. We were done. And it was crazy because my birthday was the next day.
Oh, God.
So I was like, I got like 2 hours until 12 o'clock. I'm like, we need to go. Right? I was like, at least maybe we can get back to the hotel. We can Uber wherever the heck we want to go the rest of the night. But they took so long. Yeah. We were tired. Yeah. We didn't even want to be bothered anymore. Like, we had got soaking wet from the park.
Oh my God.
So now we're in just like damp clothes. We're like, at this point, we just want to shower, lay down, just call it a day. Like, we were just like,
you guys gotta go to Volcano Bay when you go to Orlando again.
That's we get Volcano Bay.
Oh my God, yeah.
I've never been. Yeah, we have to go back because we still got those rainy day passes. Yeah, so definitely. We haven't been back yet, but it was a long trip.
Yeah.
Long 3 days. Anywhere else you've been besides Cali?
Yeah, I
saw you went to Mexico.
Yeah, I went to Mexico this year. That was so random, but yeah, me and my girlfriend went, and that was fun. Everyone was tripping. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, Mexico! Be careful! This or that." I'm like, you know what? I gotta live, okay? Yeah. So I'm gonna go. So I went, and I love Mexico. It was beautiful, but I was disappointed because it felt like I was in Florida.
Oh.
Really?
They drive on the same side of the road. I was hoping at least, when you go somewhere else, like they drive on the different side.
Oh yeah.
No, and there's palm trees and it's hot, and I'm just like, I'm in Florida still. But no, the only difference is they have like caves. Like we went cave diving type thing.
Yeah.
And that was beautiful. That was, wow. I loved that trip because, one, I got to eat so much. I gained 10 pounds. And because it was
that's always the plus of vacation.
That's number one. Two, I just saw beautiful, like, natural, excursions and stuff like that. We had the time of our lives. Just like we drank all we wanted. We went on the bus, went cave diving, went zip lining, went this and that. And I'm just having the time of my life. And the whole trip, I was so happy. I did not wear 1 ounce of makeup the whole time. I came back and I had for 2 whole months I did not wear makeup straight, and I'm like, damn, like that. I feel like every trip you come back with like something
different energy. Like
yeah. So I was blessed. I was happy. I was so happy I went there. I've been to Aruba for 10 days.
Really?
Shit, I was not expecting to be there for 10 days. In high school, I was friends with this girl, and her parents took us. We were supposed to only stay there 5 days. And then they go, do you mind if we stay another 5? And what am I gonna say? No. But after the 6th, 7th day, which 5 days I said was probably max, probably max, because I wanted to go home to my family so bad.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom. Then we get off the plane and they're like, let's go eat. I'm like, no, let me see my family. I'm only 16. I just wanted to be home.
Oh yeah.
That was beautiful. That island is tiny, but it's beautiful. Like the way that it was explained to me was one side is beaches and the other side is cliffs. So you can go in the beach and the ocean on one side, and then we went to an excursion on the other side, which was dune buggying. Like you could see cliffs and rocks and everything. It was just so cool to see the difference between both. I've been to Jamaica and Puerto Rico, and then I've been in the States to New York, Cali, Las Vegas, Georgia, South Carolina.
So you've been a bit of a travel bird.
A little bit. I had to travel for cheer. For some of those.
Okay.
My uncle lives in New York, so I visited him. My grandparents live in Jamaica, and then my mom's family lives in Puerto Rico.
Oh, so that's a plus that you got family all over. So it kind of opens that door a little bit more to travel.
Right.
How long were you in Vegas? Because I've been to Vegas.
Oh my God, that's a funny thing. I only went when I was 6, so I don't remember much, but I went because, funny story is, my whole family were black belts in Taekwondo, so we used to travel for tournaments and stuff. So we went to Las Vegas for a tournament once, so that's the only reason why I went. And I think I was 9 or 6 or something, but I remember getting off the plane with my sister, and they have casinos as soon as you walk. Oh my God, okay. So me and my sister are like, oh my God, they have Boomers here. Boomers, the arcade. Yeah. So we're going. My mom got in so much trouble because we were playing in the casino.
Because the kids can't be over there. Yeah.
Yeah, we thought it was Boomers, so yeah.
Yeah, no kids. If you're not over 18 or 21, one of the two.
Yeah.
You are not supposed to be over
21,
there. Nope.
It is beautiful.
Because I don't think I was 21. No, I wasn't 21 yet when we went. So yeah, it was the same thing with us.
Yeah.
And we were just sitting on the chairs because we were like waiting on my mom. And they were like, you guys can't be over here. And we were like, dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strict.
They're everywhere though, the casinos.
Yeah.
We plan on going to Vegas. I told him he has to see it because we went
you never been?
No, I haven't been.
Okay.
I went with my family as well. Was it last year? Or was it 2017?
2017. Yeah.
It's been that fast already.
Mm-hmm.
It was 2017. We went for like 5 days, I believe. We went there and then we drove up to see the Grand Canyon.
I've seen that too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It looks like something. It literally looks like something off like a postcard or a movie.
Yeah.
So I was telling him, I was like, we got to go back
just
so
unreal.
you can see it.
Yeah,
It's like,
I love stuff like this.
yeah, like you're just staring at it like this is
Like
real?
it's right in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And then you look down and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, that's real. Look down, that's real.
Uh-huh.
We see that are you into modeling?
Yes.
Yes. How do you like it?
I like it. I'm kind of hesitant. It's so weird when people ask, "Do you model?" Like, I feel like sounding like when I say yes, it sounds conceited or something. I don't know.
Oh
why.
yeah, I get you.
You know what I mean? It just started off. What?
No, go ahead.
It just started off as fun, kinda. I started doing it like 3 years ago. Just like my friends would hit me up. Oh, you want to shoot? Yeah, on my free time, like I said, whatever time I had, I would do it. And then the pictures are like dope, and I'm like, dang, okay, so I'll post it, this and that, and then, earlier this year, my ex, he was like, you could really go far, like on IG, like if you really push it, like people get paid for this shit, and I'm like, do they? And he's like, people make like 6 figures. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Funny story, like little snippet is like when I was like 15, 16, I used to have like over 20,000 followers on Instagram, and I would have brands promote me and stuff, but I got scared because this kid I was talking to at the time, since I had so many followers, he used my IG to like use like fraud shit, like you got chased, you got this and that, and so his homegirl got caught doing it, and I'm like, done. I was like, delete my shit. I don't want anybody knowing, affiliating me with this.
You do not want to be a part of that.
I threw away my 20K back then, so I'm wondering where I would be now. But no, yeah. So I just started off as fun, and then this year when my ex started pushing me to do it, he would like book me for shoots and this and that, and it just got into like a grind, like just who can I work with, and I recently started going to call castings for modeling agencies, just getting my name out there, going to networking events, this and that, just because, I just want God to take me wherever. So I feel like the more exposure, you can like open that door for yourself, kind of. Yeah. What am I going to do if I'm just like, not actually getting out there? So I've been just, networking a lot more. Found out I'm too short for like runway modeling or whatever, like they want you to be a certain height, like 5'7", 5'8". Yeah. Wow. I'm 5'5". I did not know that. I thought I was 5'7". For some reason, I feel tall. And so yeah, they said that I could do more commercial modeling, more like that type. So I've been submitting myself into that and just trying that route. But yeah, model for fun for now. But IG has been going good for me. I mean, I've been getting clothing brands and stuff sending me their stuff and to promote them. So I'm trying that out as well.
Well, I think it'll all balance out too, because like you said, with your previous exposure to social media, and then now you're promoting the modeling stuff and then the commercials, and then you have your headbands, so it's kind of like hitting multiple targets. You didn't know you had to be 5'7" model?
No.
Oh my God.
I did not know that until one day I watched what's the freaking
America's Next Top Model? Yes,
until I just like wasn't clicking. I watched that one time, and I think they said something about it on the episode. And I realized, I was like, yeah, all the girls are kind of like similar in height. Because when you look at the models, you don't see like a drastic change in height. Yeah. If you really
see legs.
You just,
tall,
yeah.
Long legs.
And I think I think you have to be a certain weight, around 2.
I think they did it way more so with the weight, but I feel like if you're that tall,
most of the time you're a little, yeah. There's no like drastic change. Like you don't have like a 5-foot model and then a 5'7" model. Like no, they're all the same. Like, gotta hit a height gap. Yeah.
Right. So like commercial modeling is like, now that I get it, because I'm like, I don't want to be in commercials. I'm not an actress. Like I don't want to, but that also falls under, like, you know, when you go to Target and you see the, like, people, like, on the, like, marketing, stuff, that's a commercial model. So they're probably 5'2", but they only have, like, their headshot, you know? So that's what commercial modeling is as well. So I was like, okay, I'll try it. You know, we'll see.
Have you been able to get any, like, gigs from that yet or anything, or not yet?
Yeah, kind of. This digital marketing agency that I used to work with, they've hired me for promoting like waist trainer bands and stuff like that. And I was on a website for them and stuff like that. So little things here and there.
Little things. Mm-hmm. Hey, every little thing counts.
Yeah,
like
it adds up. It adds up.
You just got to keep pushing, keep trying.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty freaking much. Mm-hmm. But is it fun, though? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, sometimes it gets a little overwhelming. Sometimes, like, sometimes it's like, okay, I got to be at a shoot by 5, but I want to take a nap. So do I want to get up and do my makeup? You know, you have to beat yourself.
Like, you got to, like, you have to prep your time.
Yeah, you have to, like, get ready. And a lot of times I like being no makeup, like, sweatpants. Like,
you don't feel like it.
I don't feel like doing it. So, like, sometimes I don't feel like it. Sometimes I get paid for shoots. So it's like, you got to
like, force yourself to do it. I'm the same way, like, a lot, literally, like, 90% of the time, I'm just like, can I just put on anything? I don't want to. Please, let's just make it simple.
Yeah, so sometimes it's good, sometimes it's don't. Obviously money is a good incentive, but sometimes I just want to, like, chill.
Yeah, I mean, well, the only good thing, I'll be like, well, this will force me to put clothes on because I have clothes sitting in the closet. So I was like, this will force me to wear them. It'll force me to look better. Yeah, guess whatever. Yeah, so that's always, I guess, a plus when it comes to that.
That's true.
Yeah, switching it up a little bit. What is one of your biggest turnoffs when it comes to guys?
Yeah. What's the biggest turnoff when it comes to guys?
What do you hate, like, guys to do? It's just like, you do that, don't talk to me anymore. For some people, it's like hygiene. For some people, it's hair. Like, for some people, it's clothes.
I'm going to get deep, I feel like, because this is the only thing that's coming to my mind and my chest. So that means that's what it feels. I hate when guys say they're going to do something and they don't do it. That's anybody. I guess that's anybody. But
nope, it's a pet peeve for some.
Yeah. And so, like, I don't know. If you say, oh, yeah, I'm going to get this car, blah, blah, blah. You don't get it. Like, not that you need the car. I don't care, but don't tell me.
Right.
Show up with, like, just get it.
We had a whole topic about this.
Really?
Literally, like last week on, we did a podcast with just us recently, and we had a whole conversation about that. Like, we titled it Gifts or Surprises on, like, Instagram and social media.
Okay.
But the whole video, we got into that. Like, that was the exact same thing I said. I was like, I'd rather you surprise me with the gift because don't tell me you're going to get the gift. Because what if something happens and you can't get it?
Or you're not just, don't, like, like, I had this issue where one time it was like, I'm going to get my passport so we can go blah, blah, blah. It's like 3 weeks later. The trip's like 2 weeks. Like, you said this.
It's like, it's like stay in my head. Because now I'm like, you said this. Hello, what's happening?
You said this. What is it? Okay, like, this is going to get done. Okay, like, this is going to happen.
I don't know if that's more like of a girl thing or what, but it's just... I don't know.
Like a pet peeve for, like a pet peeve for girls.
Yeah, like I think us girls are more just like, please don't do that, than the guys. They're just like, oh, well.
Yeah, like if you're gonna say something, just make sure it's gonna happen.
I think it's because we hold on to it, like it's still in our heads, and they're just kind of like if we tell them like, oh, I'm gonna go like buy you a new video game, they're like, oh, okay, and they're probably like not even thinking about it a week later.
Yeah, and it's not even like I'm expecting gifts or anything. It's more so like if he's saying he's doing something for himself. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're saying you're going to better yourself in this way, but 2-3 months later, you're still
in the same spot.
Why are you, like, don't call me.
Makes sense.
Literally.
I don't want to hear it. Yeah.
You'd be like, you might as well have just kept that thought to yourself.
Yeah,
You might as well have not said that into the air if you were not going to just achieve it. Yeah, pretty much. We had a whole topic about that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad she agrees with me. Because he made me seem like I was like, okay.
You're not crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm like, no. I hate that.
That's like a girl saying, like, I can't even think of an example, but it's like a girl saying, like, oh, yeah, like, I'm going to own, like, my nail salon. Like, it's going to be popping. Like, blah, 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 just in 3 months, like, blah, blah, blah. And, like, 2 years later, like, she's like, yeah, my nail salon fell through because of this, but I'm still and it's like 3 years later.
I just kind of feel like once you start doing that, you make it a pattern for yourself, and then you start doing it, and you don't even know you're doing it anymore.
It's like, why are you talking yourself like good? Speak things into existence. I'm happy for you, and I'll support you in any way. But when I see you're not putting anything towards it, and then it fell through because of this, and you have someone to blame because of this.
Because then I feel like your mom, because I'm like, you said you were gonna do this. What happened?
Yeah, what happened?
And then you're like, all right, or I'm gonna do it, or not. Like, yeah.
I feel like, I don't know.
I think it's a girl thing because
he's still not budging.
I get it now. I get it.
Yeah, but maybe it took her to say it. 'Cause I know I'm not crazy.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Pet peeve, like I hate that.
Okay, you like despise it too.
Yes, I really do.
I pay attention to that. You tell me something, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna expect it. Mm-hmm. That's, I guess, because if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, and I understand that there's roadblocks, but I'm gonna find a way around it many times, and you're gonna see me try that. And if it doesn't work, then, bro, that shit didn't work. How else can I do it? And, you know, like, I don't know.
I feel like it's I'd rather you try it multiple times and fail, like, or like how you can try it and life may pull you back, so you may have to take a break. Like, I understand all that. Like, if you try all that, then that's still fine. But if you don't do it at all,
right,
then it's just like,
or like,
you didn't even try.
Yeah, like, I had this nice ass car, but like they had to like tow it, and I'm gonna get it back, but blah blah blah, and niggas still pushing, you know, whatever. Doesn't matter, you know what? I don't care what money, blah blah blah. But like, don't say you're gonna do that and not do it.
It's like a bunch of it's like a bunch of words you're just throwing on the table and not pulling out.
A lot of times, I feel like they try to impress you by telling you they're gonna do this and that. That's what I think is more so my underlying pet peeve. Don't impress me. Yeah. Come to me with everything flat out equal. Like, let me know, you know, everything on the table. I don't want to know that you had a Mercedes, but it's tire blew and it cost this much, so now you have to push the. I don't want to know. Like, that happened, okay. Like, I don't care. Like, right. You don't have to impress me. You don't have to.
So it's not a problem if we talk about it or bring it up. It's just following through. On what I'm saying.
Or try to follow through.
Try to follow through. So if I'm putting in the work and it doesn't happen in the time frame that I said it's going to happen, but you see me putting in the work,
that's all that matters.
Then I'm pushing you. It's going to work, because if I see you making it work, I'm going to ask you, what else do you need? Like, do you need me to look this up? Do you need me to call this office? Blah, blah, blah. Like, if I see you're putting in the effort, but if you just say, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get this.
It's something we can, like, work together on to improve, to make sure it happens.
Yeah.
So that way we're accomplishing everything we need to accomplish.
Right. And if I am trying to help you accomplish and you're blowing me off after the third time of me trying to help, then I'm like, why'd you even say you were gonna do it? I'm trying to help you, like, because
now she like putting in all the work more than you are, and it's for you.
Okay.
So true. So can we hold you guys to that same?
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god, yes. If I say I'm gonna do something and I'm not doing it, tell me, because that's embarrassing. I want to say what I said I'm gonna do. I want to do what I said or whatever. Yeah.
You definitely can. I think you can. I don't know, like we were saying, I don't know if it's like a girl thing, but I feel like a lot of the times the girls are the ones that's more so holding on to what the guys are gonna say, or I don't know. I feel like now I don't know if it's a lot more women that are more like serious about certain things or not.
Driven.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say like none of the guys are driven, but sometimes that's how it seems like it is. So I think that's maybe why we hold on to that, because we want our men to grow and to accomplish everything they need to accomplish. So I think that's maybe what it is.
I think a big part of it has to do with, you know, as a man, our word is very important.
Right.
You know, and sticking to what we're saying is also important. So I guess that's why you guys put so much emphasis on following through on our word.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
I think a guy's word like makes him partially who he is. Because you have a lot of guys, they'll say like they talk more than they do. Especially a lot of guys our age that are 22, 23, 24, 25, young men that need to try to build a future. They talk a lot more than they do. So when they just talking, after a while you like, all right, are you the type of guy that's going to be serious about what you said? Or are you going to be in that rare percentage that's going to like actually take action on a day-to-day? Like, you're going to put in effort to build yourself to be better. So I don't know, maybe I could be wrong, but
no, I agree.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know if it's. See, I don't want to hound the guys, but like.
Yeah, like it makes me feel like I'm saying like the guys don't. But
yeah, I don't know if it's a pride thing. Maybe I know a lot of times guys say things I feel to impress me. I feel like what turns me off is like when you're trying to say you have this and that, or you're gonna do this and that, and you don't do it. Don't say it in the first place. 1, 2. I don't know if it's a pride thing for them to like not get that second job to support themselves, or like they want to say they're gonna have this and that to sound cool, like to be prideful of it, or an ego thing. I don't know, but I feel like a female will be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to this and work for this, and like I've seen a lot of females like holding 2-3 jobs with their kids, with school, with the like, not that men don't do it. But I haven't met a lot of men who do it. I've met a lot of females who do it.
80%, to answer your question, 80% of it is pride. Yeah, it's a lot of pride. We
And
don't
it shows.
Want to admit it. Yeah, we don't want to show it.
So it's like kind of like you're gonna let your pride will push me away.
Yeah,
the pride thing will push me away. I think that it's more sexy for a man to say, look, I need help, look, I'm trying to do this, and he's actually accepting your help or applying it or whatever. If you don't apply what I'm trying to give you, that annoys me.
Hey, I'll be like, you got to take your like no good, like if I have my work ethic on 10 and yours is at like 3, like we got to figure something out. Like it's not gonna work. We both can't grow if it's not gonna work. But I think like when you said you feel like a lot of guys try to impress you, I think sometimes with a lot of guys, it's more so about like how we talked about pride, but then it's also like appearance, like how do I look to this person, or how will I sound? Like maybe sometimes they're saying it just so they sound like a better guy, or like they seem like this so like macho good type dude, but it's like, what are you really doing to show who you are?
Everything that's in the dark comes to light.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
Okay.
They were not lying when they said that quote.
It's not a lie. It's not a lie
at all.
So
it's not lying. It's true.
Yeah. So that whole facade of, trying to impress somebody, just come as you are.
Yes.
I just feel like that's the main takeaway. Just come as you are. It's more impressive for me to meet you at your lowest, or not even, just at your regular, and then we're like sitting on like 10 band, like, we're growing later. I think that's more cool than to meet somebody at their highest and
that doesn't want to like just put in a certain type of work. That's true. But then it's also on the flip end, because we don't want to bash the guys, make the guys sound like all the bad guys. But because like on the flip end, there are some like females that would prefer the guy already built together and established, so that way they can just relax on the money and go have the fun. Like sometimes they don't want the guy that says, hey, I need help too, or like they don't want to be ahead of their guys. You got some females, they like the guys to be ahead of them. Like they'll say, I want my guy to already have a nice car, and I want him to already have his own place, even though I still stay with my parents and I don't have a car yet. So
yeah, I'm not against that though. That's the thing about me. Like I wouldn't say I have like a type, as far as like, I think I just posted this the other day. Like there was like this established
just like this checklist guy that like some people have that they need to kill.
I don't have a checklist. I would say like a driven guy who has his head on his shoulders, and I see is working towards his goals, and that doesn't limit a guy who already has his everything. I wouldn't reject that, because that's cool. Like you have your shit together, like, all right, like help me, like let's help, put me on. So I wouldn't, if a guy has a nice car and a nice place, a nice job, and whatever the case is, and he's a nice dude, then cool. But if he has a nice car, a nice place, blah blah blah, and he's an asshole, then no.
I think it's definitely more so of who you are, where you're trying to go, and like just what you
have is last.
Literally.
But like on the bottom, it's like who you are, period. If we can't connect, if we don't have energy, chemistry, whatever, I'm not gonna force it.
Right.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. Like that won't go anywhere. It won't be enjoyable.
Right.
So it's who you are, and then it's how you do it. like how you're doing it. Like if you're doing it in a sneaky, dirty way, this and that, that's if you're gonna get caught doing it, like if you're gonna go to jail doing it, why am I gonna waste that energy? You know, like why am I gonna invest myself into something that might, you know, you can get in trouble or whatever the case is. Right. That's 2. And then 3, I feel like maybe, I don't know where you stand. Like I can't fully support you financially, blah blah blah. Like you need to be, you know, on the right track, but I think that having money and stuff like that is on the bottom. Is lower, not first. Definitely not first.
So you can definitely be one to say money is not your top look for or go to or priority.
No, it looks nice and it's fun,
but that don't mean it is nice.
That doesn't mean it is. That means that there's a chance that someone with money can be an ass, just like someone without money can be an ass. That doesn't mean that there's anybody can be an ass, but I don't want to be with an ass. I don't care if you have money or not. Yeah, I don't want to be with that. I've been through my share of relationships, and I've learned what I want in a person, personality-wise, and someone who's just genuine and down to earth. Like, it would make me cringe to be with a guy who has loads of money and, like, doesn't give back in any way or whatever, or, like, sees a homeless person, or is just nasty towards people who are lower. The personality has to match. Especially if they've been in that place before and you made it, you got to remember where you came from. Yep. I'm sorry. I'm just a very genuine, like, person. So if that doesn't if that's not, I don't know.
I understand. Like, it definitely has to match. Like, your personality has to just.
Now, if you have money and you are genuine and you are humble and, like, blah, 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 then cool. I don't mind. Of course I wouldn't mind, you know, that's a plus. But if it's not there, it's not there. But I feel like more so I'm single because I've been more selective, which is not bad. I feel like I'm just definitely trying not to put my energy into someone. I'm scared of settling. I'm so scared of, like, settling for, like, a relationship that's not
healthy for you, and like what you need and what you would like for it to be and things like that. Hey, I think that's a big thing to be able to admit, though. A lot of people can't admit that. So since you're able to admit that and accept it, I think that'll, like, take you a long way with that, because some people can't even admit that to themselves, let alone, like, out loud or to anybody else. Some people are just like, they can't even talk about it. So that's true. That's cool. Yeah. Well, good luck on your relationship journey.
Thank you. I need some luck.
Do you would you say that, though, that you're a person, like, you know, because you said about how, you know, you can't force a connection. Yeah. Do you feel like there are people that try to force that? Like, a lot of people try to be in a relationship for the looks or for what they think it should be or what they want it to be.
Yep. Yeah. Social media.
He said that earlier today. That's the funny part.
Yeah. A lot of people get paid to stay together.
Yeah. And for the looks.
We don't know it, but we do. We do know it. But
we know it, but we don't know exactly who. But
yeah, I think not only social media, which it does play a large part in that. I think that because I've done it myself, I've been in a relationship and we broke up and we got back together and broke up, blah, blah, and we got back together and we broke up. And then I'm like, but everybody knows us. Like, everybody knows who we are. Like, if we break up, now they're going to be like, you know, what happened to this and that? Like, there were this and that. And I'm like, so if he asks me out again, like, yeah, we're going to do it because, like, everybody already knows us. Yeah. So I was just like, I think it's maybe a pride thing as well, like keeping that title because it looked so good to everybody, and so you want to continue to look good, right? And you're used to it. So I feel like a lot of relationships are forced in a sense of their audience.
That is so true. Yeah. So it's just like worrying a lot about, like, what people would say, how the relationship looks to others, and and what were you saying earlier about social media and the relationships? Like, tell her what you were saying.
Just keeping a certain image, like, just every day, just just trying to keep that certain image, you know, for like your followers, or whatever you're doing, like any business transactions, like if you're making money from the relationship and you're just forcing it every day, you may not like that person at all, but y'all made an agreement to make money together just to fake, you know, an image, you know. So
a lot of, and it's aside from relationships, just in general, like even people single who have an image.
That's true. Yeah.
There's girls that I've heard through friends that they have this image that there's some explicit, like this and that, and they had an image, it blew them up, and that's not who they are, but they have to stick to the script, because if they revert, they're gonna lose their audience. Then they lose their money.
We were talking about that with a lot of the celebrities that come out, like they have to dress crazy or wear color hair or just be loud or just be this like character, basically.
That's what they're getting paid for, is I feel like their character, which I mean,
how is your
that's
character
what you
different than the other girl? Like,
right.
If this girl is loud, are you going to be the funny girl? Are you going to be, and it's just all, image plays a big part.
Yeah, you have to stick to, I feel like.
I seen like I seen an Instagram famous comedian, which one was it? It was one of them. There's so many of them now I can't remember. But one day I seen one of them, they were like, I had 3 million followers on Instagram, but I was broke.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, I think, and then he was like, people need to realize that social media, for some of them, is a lot of work. It's what they do it can be just their happy place. It can be just a hobby. And then to some of them, it's their real job. But you can't just assume a person's like life and who they are, their personality and what they feel, just because you see them off social media.
Yeah.
Like, he was making people laugh all the time, but he was broke. So he probably, when he turns the camera off, is like very unhappy or miserable.
We never know. Like, that's the thing. Like, you never know. I always think that. I always try to, like, remind myself that if someone's rude or whatever, you don't know what someone's going through. Like, it's so easy to say or to look like, you know, a certain way, but behind the screen, behind the camera, it's something different. And I feel like that plays a lot in the society now, in this generation, is just who you are to the public.
Yeah. I think one person that showed a lot of people that you can't just go off like media image was what was his name, the comedian that died? We just seen him on TV, like Robin Williams, is that his name?
Oh wait, was he white?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The one that played Miss
Yeah.
Doubtfire and Jumanji. Yeah.
Aww.
I think he was one person that showed a lot of people that, because he was literally like someone who made people laugh in pretty much all his movies and things like that. And for him to committed suicide, so it was just like, I think that really showed people like you cannot assume, and you never know what a person's going through, like just because they're rich or because they're famous, you can assume that they're not happy. And then for a lot of them celebrities, they go through like breakups or family losses. They can't mourn in peace, or they can't break up in peace. Yeah,
I was watching like Kylie Jenner had a show for like a little while. I forget I don't know what it's called, probably like the Kylie Jenner show or something, I don't know, but she had a show, and like I really respect it, because she was like being honest about how, not saying that her lifestyle isn't fun. I mean, she's a billionaire, but she was saying like she can't do a lot of regular kid things. I don't think she could finish high school like in school. Like she couldn't go anymore because she didn't go to prom for her prom. Like there's a lot of things that you have to miss out on, and like you can't just walk into CVS and go grab something because whatever. Like you get a lot of that taken away from you, and I mean you trade it in privacy for, you know, other things. Like it's a priority thing, I guess. I don't know. You're trading it in for something else, but it's just like it's
like you give and something gets taken, basically, in a way.
Yeah, but sometimes you might want to just go to the park like with your dog. And,
like, I seen that with another celebrity who has a kid, and she was like, a lot of people think it's just because now that I'm rich, like yes, I always speak about I grew up poor, but now that I'm rich, that I'm living the best life. But sometimes I just want to take my daughter to the park and walk her in her stroller or let her go on the slide, but I can't because I have people running up to me asking me to sign a picture or to take a picture, or I have to worry about my daughter's safety. I have to take security. So it's just like little basic things like that. And they said that, so a lot of people are like, yeah, you kind of have to realize what the celebrities give up as well like just privacy in general. Go to the store, you go to McDonald's or something. Like you gotta send somebody to do that for you. So it's definitely like a give and take thing. It's definitely a sticky situation. So I think you gotta be just a lot willing. I think that's why a lot of celebrities or famous people, they rather stay behind like the closed door. Like you have like songwriters who could be famous, but they choose to stay behind the curtain and just write the songs, and you just pay me later. So I think that's why.
I think that's so cool. Sometimes though, I think it's cool seeing like, you know, like Frank Ocean didn't have an Instagram for a while, or it was on private or something. And then when he came out, it was like everyone's like, yeah, like, you know, everyone's so excited. But I respect the ones that like are reserved for a while and then take their time, like take time to themselves, like who might go offline for like 2 months.
My favorite artist does that.
Who?
You know who? Don't act like you don't know that. I hurt my feelings.
Hey, I mean,
who's my favorite artist that doesn't show their face?
Oh, her.
Yes. You know do you know who that is?
I think
the singer. Yeah, she does that. She wears glasses all the time. Like you rarely know exactly what her face looks like unless like she has on glasses you can see through. And we were talking about that one day, and I watched an interview, and they were asking her like, why do you always wear sunglasses? Like, when are we going to see your face? And she said like, I'd rather people focus on my music and not what I look like, so they can judge me off that, but they can focus like they can like they can focus on the music, and I can still kind of live life a little more because they don't know my face.
I respect that.
So that was like one thing like that I like that she does, because you really can't just focus on her music for your face. Even though she has a nice face, you can see it, but Did you have another question for her?
How does being, you know, an entrepreneur now, how has it changed your life?
Since you started modeling and since you started doing the head wraps and things like that.
There's a lot of emotion behind that, and I never want to like deter anyone away from like pursuing what they're driven to do, but I would caution that there's a lot of anxiety with it. With becoming an entrepreneur, you see who's there for you.
Yes,
you see who is there for you. People who you were there for and you heavily, you know, stood by and promoted and blah blah blah, and they don't do it in return. Not that I expect like you should promote me, but it would be
but
nice.
You see like your support, like who really wants to see you grow, who really wants to help you grow.
So that's, you have to be ready to see the truth. And a lot of people who you would never expect, you know, otherwise, but I feel like not only that, but if you don't come from a background of business ownership or whatever, you're on your own. You're doing it on your own. You might have your friends who do have their own brand and can help you so far because they're focused on theirs. They can't just like mentor you the whole time. But appreciate what they give you and do your research. And you see a lot of true colors with it. And you're kind of blind, I feel like. When you're doing it, you're just like so that's that. And I think I never wanted to self-diagnose myself or whatever, because I don't take it lightly when people like chuck up their, you know, mental illness or whatever. But when you feel like you can't breathe, that's anxiety, I think, right?
Yeah, it is.
And so I've just there's a study done that master students are like highly likely to develop anxiety and stuff like that. So I feel like that has an underlying background to play into it. But just people now asking you, you know, a lot of questions like, how do you wrap your scarf, or can you make this tutorial, or your code isn't working, or finding out, you know, the cheapest way to ship it, and learning, you know, just trial and error.
You feel like it's like a lot of like pressure?
Yeah, it's like I gotta, you know, constantly be like on my toes kind of thing. And just finding it out, learning as I go, and try not to mess up at the same time. So it's like trial and error, but don't make an error because that can really mess you up, you know. So it's a lot of expectation and pressure. But then again, like on the flip side, kind of contradicting it, seeing who does support you is really rewarding as well. Like I wasn't expecting at first the people who I thought would it's people you don't know that support you the most, and that's true. A lot of people I got orders from Texas and whatever, and comments like in their orders like, you're killing it, or keep going, keep pushing, and like that really, we see that like as an entrepreneur, as a small business, we see like people who appreciate us, and not just every order I get, every notification someone places an order, it's like fulfilling that, you know, what you're doing is paying off, and someone sees it, you know, and nothing's better than feeling rewarded. Not that you always have to be rewarded, but that once in a while, or however often you get it, rewarding feels good. So that's a good part of entrepreneurship, but it's a learning process. And like the guy with 1 million followers or 3 million who said he's broke, like, I'm living day to day. Just because I'm a business owner doesn't mean that I'm now sitting on six, like, you know, like doesn't mean like now I'm making bank. Like, you gotta break even, then you make your profit. Like, that takes time, you know. Exactly. You gotta put money into it. You gotta lose money to make money. And so that's true. Like, it's just eye-opening. I think it's eye-opening to life itself, being an entrepreneur. But having the right person in your ear and the right support system, you know, people, I've always said, like, your life, I always compare it to like a garden. Like, there's weeds in your garden. Sometimes you have to pull weeds that you don't think like you thought would have been a flower. You know, you have to pull it. And so that's been evident with becoming an entrepreneur. But you gotta just not take it personal, which I've been working on. I'm a type of person that I take things, I'm emotional, like, you know, it might hurt me and it might not show, but I think about it and I'm like, dang, you know, that hurt my feelings, or, you know, but I keep going. Like, I think I always try to put it like, being in a team sport for a while, constructive criticism has always been like, okay for me. Like, if someone tells me this, I'm gonna fix it. I don't think twice about letting it like linger. But when I feel disappointed, it lingers. Like, if someone tells me to do something, or I'm doing something wrong, or fix this and that, or you look like this, or whatever, I don't take it that personal. But when someone disappoints me or lets me down, then it like lingers, and I feel like that,
like, it hurts different.
And so I don't know, I think with becoming an entrepreneur, you have to be ready for the trial and error. You have to be ready for the roadblocks.
You do.
And there's always rewarding moments within it that make you realize why you're doing it in the first place. So it's scary, but it's fine. It's fun. It's like a thrill. So I think that's what makes it.
It's the process, like the whole entire process of getting to where you want to be, and the steps you have to take to get there, the effort you have to put in to get there. That's like the hardest part, because you're, like I said, trial and error. Like, you're trying to figure out, okay, do I do it this way? Do I do it that way? Does this way work for me? Does this way work for me? So it's just like, it's all the work that it takes to get to where you're trying to go, or the success that you would like to reach. I think that's like the hardest part. Yeah, like, even with this, it's a process.
It is. But if you think about it, like, when you do get there, because we will get there, like, to our final destination, how, you know, you think back, oh, I was doing podcasts, you know, like, at my home now, I have like this and that, or wherever you guys want to go with it, or me, like, I was like modeling for my friends, like, you know, this and that for free, and now I'm on like Times Square, like, commercial ad or whatever. Like, when you get to where your final destination or whatever, like, where you wanted to go, I feel like that's gonna be very rewarding, and that's what I'm excited. Like, you can always like leave that in the back of your mind, like, on your process.
That's what I try to do. Like, I try to be like, I'm excited for where it's gonna take me. Like, that's the part that like can make you just be like eager for it and want you to keep going. So it's definitely the process. The process.
Just the process.
Yeah, they weren't lying when they said that. Any more questions for her?
That's it.
All right, Karina. I don't know why I feel like I'm about to say like Katrina or something.
Yeah, people do that.
They do.
That was a lot during Hurricane Katrina. That was so bad.
Oh, man.
I know. My name
Trust
is
me,
IT.
I know the name struggle thing. I know that. Trust me. So that's why I always clarify before I say a person's name, because I know it can get very annoying. Yeah. But thank you for coming on our podcast. You are an awesome guest. How do you feel about your first podcast?
Good. I want to do more.
Doesn't it? It's like calm, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You just talk.
And remember how I told you, I was like, you don't need to know what we're gonna talk about ahead of time. You're gonna be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I think it's when it's a person's first time. Like, because even when we first started, it's like trial and error, like what we said. But we definitely just try to make people comfortable and tell them, like, we're just going to chit-chat. It's going to be fine. Yeah. So you do another podcast?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get you later in the game. Awesome. We're going to have some more things coming up, and we'll have you back on here. Okay. But thank you for coming.
Of course.
We
thank you for
having you as a guest. Where can the people find you on social media?
My Instagram is Karina.Marie. So Karina.Marie. Marie is with 2 I's. My clothing brand, or the brand that I have, is KarinaMarie.co. The Marie is with 2 I's as well. So,
all right, we're gonna put that down for the people to see it, so they can see where they can find you. We'll have Karina another day, another time as a guest. She was awesome.
Yay. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you, and that wraps up this episode of the Q&N podcast. And babe.
Wow, that's it.
All right, we'll see you guys in the next video.